Hello everyone, Raptor here, back in Agrarian Skies for a new episode. Now, as you guys probably know from reading the update video I posted a couple days ago, I've had a few issues with my world. Actually, not even the world really, it's more with the recordings and stuff like that, so I had a big chunk of episodes missing. Now, after reading a lot of the feedback that you guys left me in the comment section, came to like a medium-term decision. A lot of you guys didn't seem to mind that a lot of the information, a lot of the quests and progress was lost, but however I did mention also that I was planning on doing some more tutorials, and I really wanted to dedicate back to my roots. That's how I started this YouTube channel, and that's really what I enjoy the most, helping people. And like after starting the whole Tech It series way back, like almost 2 years ago now, like I really felt like almost like an accomplishment, trying to help the viewers an interesting point of view into the functions of certain blocks and stuff like that are not easily come by on wikis, or there might be a bit misleading and stuff like that. So obviously it takes a lot of research to compile all the information and actually test it out to make sure that the information I'm giving you guys is correct. So there's a lot of planning that goes into that, and hopefully you guys understand that I can't keep up this many series at the same time because I am doing other things behind the scenes, like I just mentioned. Right, so what I've decided to do is kind of do maybe 2 times a week, maybe once, I don't know, depending on how I'm doing with the other series I'm planning to start. Kind of like update videos on how things are progressing around in Agrarian Skies. Like I said, I will continue playing because I do enjoy this this map pack and the adventure map stuff. I am enjoying it quite a bit. So pretty much it's gonna be I guess a little bit longer videos. I'm not sure how long this one's gonna be because it's kind of like catching up to how much I missed in the last week and a half or so. So I'll try to go around 25-30 minutes, just kind of like big chunks of updates, and that way it'll be easier on me, so I don't have to constantly be recording and interrupting my other stuff. Right, enough explaining, I guess. Now I have a little check list here of things I have to explain. Now the first thing on my list here is farms. On the last episode of, I think it was episode 12, I pretty much got started with these 2 farms. I had trees here, I believe, and then I had a bit of wheat and some tomatoes over here. And pretty much what I've done here is pretty much duplicated these 2 farms, added another 2 exact same size, same setup with the harvesters, planters in the middle, and then I also added some open blocks water tanks that are being fed by some accuracy accumulators from the bottom, and some open blocks sprinklers that are actually full of bone meal that should speed up the progress of speed up the growth of the different veggies and stuff I'm growing. I'm not really sure if they're affected because these are different types of vegetables. They're not really like vanilla wheat like I was growing before, but I already have it, so might as well just leave it there. I don't know how much it really affects it or not. So that's one thing. Now I was leaving it at that. I was starting my whole toast quest, which was about 10,000 toast. Now something that's changed between is that I recently updated my map pack or mod pack to 3.11, I believe is the version I'm using on, and things have changed a bit. Certain quests were added, like the highway to hell, which is pretty much just making another portal and traveling to another. That's something I still haven't done. It added this auto packer, which is just crafting. This auto packer is pretty simple. I think it was a couple pistons and stuff. You can look it up in NEI. It was just a matter of crafting that one. And this one, which is a repeatable quest, apparently gets reset every now and then. I guess these are 4 days of in-game time, not actual 4 days of real life outside, because that would be quite a bit. So it's actually almost 16 hours in, and I can redo it again. So that's as far as learning to skyblocks. Then the Hell's Kitchen one, which was actually that changed quite a bit, was the one I was trying to do with which Toasty, which required 10,000 toast. Now this one only requires 1 toast, and a lot of these are just, actually I think all of them are just 1 single item that's required. So I actually completed all these. This is actually pretty simple as long as I have a bunch of seeds, which I actually collected quite a bit. Just with a sickle and bone meal on grass, grew a bunch of seeds and collected a bunch of these for different vegetables and things that required, like soybean and all that stuff. So that was pretty easy actually to finish this whole thing, and I didn't feel like really wasting much time on doing that. However, this opens up a whole bunch of quests over here in the For the Hoarding. As you guys can see, lots of things have changed here as well. It adds a bunch of, I guess, the chef stuff, but like the original ones that require 10,000 toast, for example, which I actually did end up finishing. And I'll show you guys in a second how I accomplished this, because originally I only had planned to use the recipe. Let me just show you guys here for toast. What is it? Toast requires just regular bread. Where's bread? I was going for this recipe right here, which is 3 wheat across, and that works fine because it goes straight into bread, and then you only have to cook it once, and that makes toast right away. However, it would take a very long time to get this much wheat, because that would require about 30,000 wheat, because you have to get obviously 3 wheat per each toast. So I went with this method, which was dough, and I'll kind of explain how I did this a little later on when I'm covering what I've done over there in on the bottom section. Right, so pretty much that's what it's going on over here with the planters and stuff. Right now I'm growing lettuce, which is one of the other ones for the hoarding, and I'm still very early stages, I believe. I haven't really done much progress here. Yeah, it's only 42 lettuce in there. So yeah, still very early. I think I need like something crazy, like I don't know, a couple thousand. What is it? Lettuce. This one. Yeah, 50,000 lettuce, which is gonna take quite a bit of time. So it's just a matter of AFKing and leaving that running. I obviously have to keep my eye on the hunger bar and not let it run out and kill myself, because it does kill you right away. Right. So another major upgrade here is ME network. I upgraded everything. All my item ducts, all my barrels, and all my tanks, right? My open blocks tanks that were making me lag, actually. I was running OPIS. It's a mod, actually, included in the mod pack, that's normally disabled, but if you enable it and you hit slash OPIS, it launches a little app in the background. Then you can interact with and run, like, I guess, like a debugging to see what's making you lag, causing frame lag or tick lag. Obviously, there's different types of lag. So, it takes a bit of getting used to the mod, but there's a lot of tools out there, a lot of wikis that help you out to figure it out. So pretty much I figured out that the main issues that was causing lag were the open block tanks, the barrels, and item ducts. Had too many items going through the item ducts, so that was causing some lag. Too many entities floating around. So I obviously replaced all that stuff with ME interfaces, with a bunch of disk drives down below for storage, and a bunch of ME cable that does a little bit better on resources. So that's that as far as the ME network. Also updating my ore processing, as you guys can tell. It is now pretty much running off of 2 smelteries. I'm not sure if I explained this in the update video on the series channel stuff, but pretty much I have it split into 2 different smelteries, because obviously if you mix certain metals like tin and copper, it will cause alloys. It will make alloys. You want to avoid that, because otherwise you just make a bunch of bronze and you'll get very little tin and copper. So that's the reason why. I forget exactly how they're split. I think it's just silver and gold they have to watch out for. Copper and aluminum, I think, was the other one, and a few other ones. I have a list here that I actually scrapped up and don't have anymore. So yeah, just a matter of looking out for which alloys are made up of which metals and try to split them so it'll mix. And then just whitelisting a bunch of basins here with some pneumatic servos for the different types of molten metals, and got a couple hoppers below it to just pull out the solid block once it fills up. And then just an interface here. So, it's pretty straightforward. I don't think it's very complex at all. It's just, if you have any questions about this, I'll try to explain it in a little bit more detail next time. Right, so something else that changed over there is the mob tower. I don't have an access to it from the bottom anymore, because I have a jetpack now, so you guys can tell. This armored redstone jetpack thing is actually armored because it has a Invar plating, and I'll kind of explain that in a second here, because it's actually a branch of the quest line for steel. So, and that's actually how I got the rest of my armor here, which is created with this guy. This is the Scorched, actually no, High Oven Smeltery, I think it's called, the whole thing. It's a multi-block structure, as you guys can tell, from Tinker's Steelwork, which is actually an add-on, I believe, to Tinker's Construct. So it works in a very similar way. It's just that it has to be covered. The whole thing has to be covered, and the inside block has to be empty. And you have to apply a redstone signal at any place, I believe, in the structure. I just put it underneath the controller for it to start burning fuel. Otherwise, it doesn't burn fuel. It runs off of charcoal, and I actually ran out of charcoal and then let the heat go down. It takes a very long time actually to reach the full heat, which is 2,000 degrees Celsius. And then that's when, you know, it goes at a decent pace. Obviously, I believe if I add more empty blocks in the middle, then I could have more slots here to melt more iron at the same time. It does require some gunpowder, redstone, and sand for it to convert things properly into steel. Otherwise, it would just melt the iron into just regular molten iron. So I got a bunch of it still smelted here in molten steel whenever I need it for later. So that's part of this quest line here, Steel Part Flight. Which is, yeah, the armor I mentioned. Here's the high oven from Hijinks. High oven Hijinks. I guess that's just the name of the quest. And a couple other things like the reactor, big reactors. I'm still haven't gone into that, but I was reading up on it, and it looks pretty simple actually, pretty straightforward. At least the early stages before you get into the really fancy ones with the turbines and the crazy multi-block structures. And here's where I got my jetpack. It's just pretty simple crafting recipe. Just look it up in NEI and you follow that along. So yeah, like I'm going to be skipping a lot of these quests that just requires you to craft things. But I'll just kind of go over some of the things that were required to accomplish a lot of the bigger quests, I guess. Like for example, the toast one. To do the toast one properly, I had to get this whole crazy setup with 4 cyclic assemblers here. And pretty much the way it works is I have this. I guess I gotta explain something else before I go into this. There's an add-on to Applied Energistics called ExtraCells, and pretty much the whole thing around it is liquids and fluids, and pretty much allowing the Applied Energistic network to transfer fluids. And what I have here is a terminal for fluids, and right now I have about 2,000 buckets of water and about 407 buckets of milk. And now I'm collecting milk right now from the rancher over there because there's a quest that actually requires me to turn in some a bunch of milk, things like 10,000 buckets of milk. So I'm still a long ways to go here. I could probably get a couple extra cows to speed things along. But it's just one of those things that you let it run in the background, and eventually you get around to finishing it up. Now, the reason I have water here is because I was actually exporting water directly into the cyclic assembler that has this schematic here that turns regular water into fresh water, which is required for the dough recipe. And then the fresh water is turned into salt with this cyclic assembler, which requires a pot. So it just, you know, imports the fresh water into this inventory slot here. It uses it with a pot and just creates salt. And everything gets exported out the back with interfaces. Here's the same thing, but instead of water, it imports wheat into here. And I actually had a pestle and mortar here, which converts the wheat into flour. So that's pretty nifty too. Also the speed it does it's pretty crazy actually. And this is the final stage where everything comes together. This is where the flour, the fresh water, and more salt comes into here, mixed with the mixing bowl, creates the dough, which then gets exported out the back and goes downstairs where I have these 6 redstone furnaces. All the flour pretty much gets exported here into the top. It cooks it into bread, and then it cooks it again into toast, and then export it back outside through the back and some interfaces. So that's pretty much the whole system I had set up for toast. And as you guys could tell there, I did finish that quest. I mean, actually, I haven't claimed it, so let me just do that right now. Take advantage of episode time, right? So as you guys see here, 10,000 toast already finished. Let me just grab this one, and let's see what I got. Let me just get this heart up to 23 already, so that's kind of cool. Greater and an epic. Ooh, interesting. All right, I got some nether gold ore. All right, not like I'm struggling for gold, but let's see what I get in the epic one. I get some files of Essentia, unknown aspects. All right, so I'm gonna have to use my goggles of revealing to see what's in here later, eventually. Right, something else that I also changed. Might as well. Take the time since I'm already down here, is I had to move this tainted soil 2 blocks down because the trees were actually growing into the platform that I have here below. I mentioned I was going to put some glass here in the last episode. I did that eventually. And it was actually breaking a couple of blocks like I mentioned, and it was very risky because you could actually fall off. So just keep that in mind. You have a similar setup with tainted soil. Just, drop it down a couple blocks just to be safe. I think if I dropped it 1 block, it would have been fine, but just played it safe and dropped it 2. It's not like I needed access from the top. I have bone meal being exported directly into this autonomous activator, so it's always full. And just a matter of dropping some bloodwood saplings in here if I ever need some redstone. Something else I've done over here is, obviously I mentioned I replaced all my open box tanks. I replaced them with extra utility drums. They actually hold quite a bit of lava, 256 buckets each one. So these three actually hold more lava than the huge open block tank structure that I had laying over here, which is really nice. It saves on space and also causes like literally no lag at all. So that's really nice. Now this is my lava creation. It's actually toned down a bit from I think last time I already had 10 crucibles running for creating lava, and actually these 5 actually produce more lava than the other 10 with netherrack were creating. That's because I have some pyrotheum down below it. If you don't know how to make blazing pyrotheum, let me just kind of show you guys. That is not how you spell pyrotheum. There it is. Pyrotheum dust. No, that's not it. Blazing pyrotheum. It's just pretty much getting the pyrotheum dust into a magma crucible, and you get the liquid version. And then this guy I've made before, I believe, just blaze powders, redstone, sulfur, and pulverized coal, which is useful because you need pulverized. I mean, in order to get sulfur, you need to pulverize the coal, so you get that right away, and you get 2 of those. It is, however, 10,000 millibuckets. I mean, not sorry. What? I don't know what I just said. You only need 1,000 millibuckets to get a full bucket of blazing pyrotheum, and you only get 100 millibuckets per pyrotheum. So you need 10 pyrotheum dust to get 1 blazing pyrotheum bucket. Wow, that was a mouthful. It's like a tongue twister. Right, so pretty much I have a bunch of basic exports here. Just dumping coal into it. No item ducts, like I said. I replaced pretty much all my item ducts. I don't think I have any item ducts anywhere else in my base. And this is pretty much my compost making machine. Obviously it's not making much compost because I don't have any more leaves, which is what I'm exporting here. But eventually, once I'm done with all those things and I need to actually start hoarding wood, which is actually one of the hoarding quests, then I'll start getting lots of leaves, and then I'll start running this guy so I can get rid of all the leaves and get some dirt, which I also need for the hoarding. So, you know, it's a very simple infrastructure that I have here, and it gets a lot of things done. Obviously, I could add a couple more barrels, oak barrels here, to create more dirt if I start getting too many leaves. But this usually takes care of lots of leaves in a pretty decent time. So that's it for down here, I believe. Yep. And let's see what else I have on my list here. I already talked about fluids from ExtraCells, smelteries. Right. Something else that I've done here to get rid of the little bit overflown stuff that I've been getting, obviously, like flint from ore production, which is over there. I don't think I mentioned this, but I pretty much have 2 sieves running right now. Each one with 8 autonomous activators, 2 vacuum hoppers above it. And I have 2 pulverizers here that are constantly running, converting cobble into gravel, which then just runs in here. And they're keeping up, actually. So it's a decent balance I've found here, which is 8 autonomous activator per sieve per pulverizer. So and pretty much it doesn't get backlogged at all. And any gravel that gets put in here is enough to be processed. So that's pretty good. I'll also upgrade my barrel here. Right, so pretty much I'm getting so much extra flint. I didn't want to get rid of all of it just in case I needed it for something else. So what I have set up here is some storage buses on top of my chest, which is just set on a priority of 64. So this is the highest level priority I have on my network at the moment. Obviously you can go higher, but right now on my network, the highest level is 64. So we'll try to put it into here. It has no space, so it has to see where else to put it. Now, all my drives are set on priority 1. This is the lowest low priority. So if it has nowhere else to go, then it'll go into my storage disks. And I have this guy, the trash can, set on priority level number 10. And as you guys can tell here, it has storage bus, which has whitelisted pretty much. Only allowed items are these here, which are flint, blood saplings, and the bloodwood that I'm getting from, you know, when I need to create redstone. Obviously, I don't need the bloodwood for anything else, really. And then just bloodwood saplings, which I do need a bit of a stock in case I need to run out of redstone. I need to grab a couple stacks and dump in the autonomous activator below, and just gets rid of that stuff for me. Got a pattern encoder here. I had to make it just to make these interfaces with the patterns being encoded into here. So that was it pretty much. Let's see. I think that's really it, really. Yeah, that's all my checklist. So that pretty much sums it up. As you guys can tell, lots of progress has been made. as always, please make sure you leave me a comment if you have any questions about what I've gone through here today. I've gone through a lot of different things, and hopefully I didn't leave you guys scratching your head and wondering what I did, what, where. So yeah, make sure you drop me a comment if you have any questions or you know any kind of question. Right. Enough of that. Now I believe I have some quests that I could probably do on camera since it's only been about 20 minutes. So this stuff I'll just leave running. Like I said, lettuce is in process of being made. I do, however, want to make myself a nether portal because I think that'll be kind of interesting if I die. So let's get myself a nether portal. Let's get some obsidian. Wow, I'm out of obsidian. I'm not completely out of obsidian, I'm down to 3. So what I need to do here is actually turn this guy into obsidian making mode. So it takes a little bit longer. It's going to start using some lava from the storage here, but it's obviously being fed directly from the crucible, so it should be okay. So I'm just going to let it run here with a bit of obsidian. Actually, I'm going to let it run for a bit because I can't just be sitting there without obsidian. That's something you need. Alright, so I'm going to grab some flint and steel here. Now, where do I want to put this guy? I want to put this guy at a fair distance away because it makes a lot of noise, and I don't like noise. So what I'm thinking here is probably set it up somewhere over here. So I'm going to grab a bit more of this border stone, which I actually don't believe I mentioned before. It's from Extra Utilities. I usually go for the Bibliocraft stuff, but Bibliocraft is not installed in this mod pack. I usually like the quarried stone or the red power, what is it called, marble. That's also really nice for the floor. But, you know, I was very limited as far as what kind of floor I could use. So I went with this one. It does look like a large tile from like a quarried stone, but it's a different texture. And it's like connected texture, so it's really nice as well. Makes nice little edges around the corners. Right, so let me just get a bunch of obsidian. Should have plenty now. Yeah, 14. I think that's all I need. So how much I need for the thing? I need... It's 3 high, so it's 4... It's 5, and then 2... Yeah, 14. Yep. Alright, and I need some border stone. Bunch of this stuff, and that's it, really. I should grab myself some more food, though, if I'm going over there. Just to be safe. Alright, so let's just quickly make this portal and get that out of the way. Hopefully I won't be needing to go into the nether permanently, or, well, obviously not permanently, but like for anything really important. I just want to get this quest out of the way. Let me just set this up. I'll make this a little bit better because I'm using some edge stone here for just to make it look nicer. So it creates this edge in between the 2 different blocks and the walls. That's pretty much what I have going on here. So let me just break that. Actually, you know what? I need to go one further. I don't know why it fell. I actually added a modifier to my pick, which should, you know, not allow for blocks to just drop off. It's what's it called? It's a modifier. It's called vacuous, and it was added by that Steel Series mod thingy. Not the Steel Series, the, I guess, what is it called? The Tinker's Steelworks or something? Yeah, somewhere along those lines. Yeah, they should jump at me, the blocks, but I don't know why that one fell. Oh, this is new. I think this was added in the 3.1.1 update. Waila now shows effective tool pickaxe harvest level diamond. What about this guy? Can I use this? Huh, currently harvestable. Everything goes green with this guy. Cool. I didn't know it did that. Alright, so let me just go high. I forgot how high it needs to go. A little bit higher, actually. Definitely having a jetpack will serve me well on the nether. I do, however, want to make a wall here. I don't want mobs coming back from there. Let me just do that. So that's done. Eat up. And let's see. Is that enough? Or do I actually have to travel there? Alright, it looks like I actually have to travel there. So what I'll probably do is cut the episode here. Well, not the episode. Cut it here. And let the world load around me. And then come right back. Alright guys, so I'm back. I don't know, I just came across the portal and it literally just hit me. I don't know what hit me, to be honest. So I'm not sure what is going on in here. It's a lot of different things I see in the mini-map, but I can't really see them. There's something over there. Is that like silverfish, but like lava silverfish? They look scary. Oh, yep. That is lava silverfish. I can't see him either. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Man, this is mean. Alright, so I think this finishes my quest for me. Let me just double check that. 15 meters away, 3-meter radius. What? God dang it. They come up at me so fast. Oh, and pigmen are already aggro at me. I should probably charge my jetpack a little bit better. You know what? I'm going to stand on top of my portal just while I can catch my breath here and see what I actually have to do. I'm 12 meters away, 3-meter radius. I need to get to minus 149.60. So minus 149.60 and then 185. Alright, so 185 I'm good. I need to get to 60, which is... I guess 60 is the height. Alright, so I'm good in height. It's just 185 and 149. Alright, so 149 is that direction, I think. Alright, so I'm over here now. There's a thing over there. I forgot what it's called. A dungeon, I think it is. Alright, so I'm 140. I need to go 149, so I'm way past it. I'm trying to look at the mini-map and... Oh, this guy's running at me. I'm trying to do both things at the same time. It's not working for me. Negative 149. And I already lost my portal, actually, because I'm not sure where it is. Oh, okay, there it is, my portal. Okay. Well, I have to figure this out, because I'm not sure why it's not giving me the quest. And I'm already at 70%. Is this thing overheating? Is that what's going on? Or is it yellow? I don't think it's ever shown yellow. I'm not sure what's up with that. So it says I'm 12 meters away, but it's not giving me the finished quest here. 12 meters away, 149, 60, 185. Alright, it should be over there somewhere. These guys keep attacking me. Alright, I need to, I guess, do it there somewhere. Alright, I'm gonna just have to fight this guy, so I didn't want to fight him. Oh my god, they have a lot of health. Oh, I'm poisoned? Oh, this is not good. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, this is definitely not fun at all. They poison me and they have crazy amount of health. I need more hearts, really, to fight these guys. What does it say here? Zombie pigment, poisonous, life steal, region, rust. Wow. I just poisoned me for attacking me. I mean, I poisoned me for attacking him. Oh, there you go. Claim reward. Done. Okay, so I just had to get there. Maybe I had to kill him. I don't know. It didn't say that, but it gave it to me after I killed him. So I'm just going to go back now. And that's it for today, I believe. Let me just hopefully load without crashing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alrighty. I'm not sure how badly I lagged there between crossing over. I probably shouldn't have crossed over a while. Whoa! What is going on? This guy came over. Lifesteal, and this is quicksand, gravity, darkness. Alright, you guys are gonna die. Yeah, I did well by putting that wall there. Because these guys are pretty nasty. Holy crap. They get some... Oh wow, I got some nice armor. Feather falling 2, blast protection 2, invert boots, protection 2, last stand 1. Cool. Alright, so I'm just gonna get this life before I die again. So I don't know, it's a pretty successful episode. It's a bit longer than usual. I did derp around in the nether for a while. You know, it wasn't as scary as I expected it. Probably because I had my jetpack, so it allowed me to run away from danger. But having to fight those guys dead on, I would have probably died. I should probably get some enchantment on this armor. Oh, I could just replace it with this Invar armor, which is kind of nice. Obviously, I have this guy, so I can't really use these. But adding some protection 5 to this, I think would be pretty beast. as well. So I'll look into getting some auto disenchantment and stuff like that for next trip over to the Nether, because I'll probably need it rather urgently. So yeah guys, until next time, bye.